Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to KKW. We are live in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, Canada. I hope I said that right. Holy crap, listen to this crowd. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our opening match of the evening is going to be a little cross-brand throwdown. Our KKW World Heavyweight Champion Austin Aries squaring off against Raw's Universal Champion Karnage. And here we go, our opening bout almost ready to be underway. As you can see, this Saskatoon crowd on their feet, and here comes the KKW World Heavyweight Champion, Austin Aries. Austin getting an awful lot of boos from this Canadian crowd. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, as we've been over before here in KKW, our ring, the floor of our ring is made out of boards. It's not a mat. There's no spring. There's no give whatsoever. We do things a little tougher here in KKW. Bricks and boards. And here comes Karnage, the Universal Champion. Normally, somebody coming over from Monday Night Raw or even Tuesday's SmackDown, I would say that they're out of their element here in KKW amidst our bricks and boards, amidst the carnage of Karnage Corner Wrestling. But I couldn't say that about Karnage himself, as this is where he cut his teeth. This is where it all began for Karnage, and he has risen to great heights in this business. And it's going to be a wonderful honor for me to call Karnage versus Aries. And we're underway. And Karnage starting things off with the right hands. Karnage has devastating strikes, as Austin Aries is quickly learning. Oh, Aries caught it, and an elbow to the knee. Aries going for the power slam. Karnage able to reverse. Aries with a nice fireman's carry. Aries very technically sound. But there's the brawling ability and the power of Karnage coming back into effect here. And even more clubbing blows. And Aries able to fight out of the power slam and attacks the knee. Going back to the knee again. Now a snapmare. And an elbow to the top of the head. It's a good way to bust an opponent open. If you want to make them bleed, get inside their head. Elbows will open somebody right up. And a moonsault. A great move by Austin Aries there. And now assaulting the arm of Karnage. Karnage shoots him off into the ropes and brings him in the hard way. And a nice body shot there from Karnage. And now a knee to the face. And a fireman's carry of his own. And there's the bicycle kick, just leveling Aries. Karnage has Aries in the corner. And just beating him down. Oh, we've seen Karnage do this many times. It's that drive-by drop kick. Here we take a second look. Just a devastating maneuver. And now a Tope Atomico. It doesn't get the job done. Austin Aries is able to move out of the way. And now Austin with the neck breaker trying to assert dominance in this matchup. Working on the head and neck of Karnage now. Austin should probably pick a body part and stick to it. Nope. Karnage able to block that shot. And great power being shown from Karnage there, just throwing Aries across. Aries with the arm drag takeover. And there's Karnage with the jawbreaker. These two men going back and forth, and now Aries with the jawbreaker. And Aries with a hard slap. Might have been right to the throat. It happened so fast. Oh, and raking the back. And now we had a pin. Karnage able to kick out very quickly. Karnage able to avoid the strike there, but not the neck breaker. Getting caught by the neck breaker. And another bicycle kick. Karnage throwing Aries to the outside now. Oh, no. Oh, my God. That is the most devastating move I have seen in a long time. Aries could be in big trouble after taking that. And Karnage missed the elbow. Aries moved. I cannot believe the fight left in Aries, but Karnage now with the fireman's carry and the arm drag takeover by Aries. These men are countering each other so quickly. Oh! A version of the TKO there from Austin Aries. Austin's waiting for him to get up. Oh! Well, the last chancery is locked in. But Karnage, the stronger of the competitors, able to power out. And there's Aries with a strike right to the face. And now a backbreaker. More damage to the spine of Austin Aries. Nice hip toss, arm drag type maneuver there. And a fall away slam. Karnage having his way with, oh no, a DDT! Aries for the pin. And no, an immediate kick out by Karnage. And Karnage with that arm drag takeover of his own. Here he's trying to catch his breath, and another bicycle kick. Where's Karnage going? Oh, no, no, no. Karnage tearing apart the announce table. That's never a good sign. Karnage now has Aries up on the top of this announce table. He's got him up. And jackhammer. Just jackhammering Aries through the announce table. Nice little homage to former Universal Champion Bill Goldberg there. And now Karnage seems like he is going to be content to take a count-out victory. Aries starting to stir. Referees count up to 7. Eight now. Aries on his feet, and Aries makes it back into the ring. Karnage with the lockup right into the Kajahajime. Can Aries escape the Kajahajime? He can't. Austin Aries forced to tap out. Karnage victorious yet again. Let's take a look at the highlights from this match. I guess we're not seeing highlights. Karnage is left ringside. Aries showing off the fact that he's still the champ. And here comes the Hulk. We know that the Hulk has wanted his shot at Aries' KKW World Heavyweight Championship. I have to say that those odds don't look good for Aries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we have a rematch from last night's WCW. We have The Punisher versus Alex Wright. And here comes The Punisher. This is going to be, as I mentioned earlier, this is a rematch from last night's WCW where The Punisher was victorious over Alex Wright. Can Alex Wright become victorious tonight? I guess we're going to find out. Alex Wright on a bit of a losing streak. So was this man until last night. The Punisher hadn't won a match in months, but he was able to beat Alex Wright. Congratulations, Punisher. You're not the biggest loser in wrestling, just the second one. Punisher all scarred up there. You'd think he'd never heard of bacitracin. Oh, and here comes the dancing fool, Alex Wright. This young man hasn't won a match in months. It might be time to start thinking about a different career. And the match is underway. Punisher leading in with those right hands. Alex Wright hasn't even bothered to take his jacket off. I'm not sure why he hasn't bothered to take his jacket off. And now Alex Wright with a snap suplex. And Punisher with that back elbow. And Punisher sending Wright to the outside. And telling the crowd that it's over. It's not over yet, Punisher. Don't get ahead of yourself. And Alex Wright with the spine buster. Punisher sweeps the leg. Is stomping away on Alex now. And a neck breaker from the Punisher. Alex finally getting his jacket off. And now it's Punisher with a spine buster. Punisher with a nice right hand there. And another. Punisher sent into the ropes. And a nice back body drop from Alex Wright. Goes for the kick, but he misses. Punisher going for a waist lock, but wasn't able to get it right too quick. And there's a neck breaker from the Punisher. Punisher wants to slow this down. He doesn't want to play Alex Wright's game, which is a game of speed. Punisher works slower, more methodical. And if he can maintain that pace, then he should be able to chalk up another victory over Alex Wright tonight. Look at that back breaker. Oh, and a power bomb. Devastating maneuver. And a DDT. A Punisher with a quick roll up here. 1, 2, and Alex Wright able to kick out. Alex Wright now with the arm drag takeover and a fabulous tornado DDT planting the Punisher. The Punisher with a jawbreaker able to battle back now. And now Punisher with a pile driver. Pulling Alex to his feet. Well, it looked like he was going for a DDT, but Alex Wright able to reverse it into the side Russian leg sweep. Going for the pin now, but not enough. Punisher with a kick out, not even a 1 count. Punisher evading there. Again, going for what looked like either a DDT or a vertical suplex. And Alex Wright able to reverse. And now a bulldog from the Punisher. And a nice gut wrench suplex from the Punisher. And Alex Wright with the spine buster there. Alex is feeling it. He thinks it's his time. Oh, and the Punisher able to block the vertical suplex there, and then he just runs through him with that clothesline. Alex Wright sent to the outside. And the Punisher follows. And the Punisher sends Alex Wright careening into our newly built announce table. Repeatedly. A nice knee to the head of Alex Wright. He's got Alex prone against the ring post there. This does not look good for Alex Wright. Oh my God. Crushing blow. The Punisher back in the ring now. And the Punisher takes a count-out victory. Alex Wright might need to have his head looked at after this match. A lot of trauma to the head. You see here multiple DDTs. Here we're looking at a quick roll-up that was not enough to get the job done. Alex Wright would put up a valiant effort, repeatedly going for pin attempts himself, but never having done enough damage. It was the kick to the head, the big boot to the head against the ring post that laid Alex out long enough to get Punisher the win. Punisher apparently not done here. Does not bode well for Alex Wright. And a gut-wrench suplex on the brick floor. Oh no. Punisher has pulled out a sledgehammer and he's assaulting Alex Wright with the sledgehammer. This is too much. You don't need to do this to the man, damn it. Just more and more abuse. Punisher apparently trying to prove a point here tonight. He proved it all right. I can't believe Alex Wright is on his feet. All right, now we're all set for tag team action as the Usos go up against the Guns. The Guns have had the Usos' numbers as of late. Can the champs turn this around? And here come the Usos. As you can see, they are the ECW World Tag Team Champions. They're also the KKW World Tag Team Champions. Although you'd never know it, judging by what they come out to the ring with, because they don't like to represent us. You know, it's a little annoying. I don't much care for it. But hey, I gotta try and be impartial, right? So the champions are here, and they are gonna try and amend their losses to the Guns. And here come the Guns now. Senior Gun on the left, Junior Gun on the right. They have 2 victories clean over the champions. You have to believe that these two would be in line for a KKW Tag Team Championship match. And this appears like it might be ready to break down here. And Senior Gun still has on his hat and jacket, and he's just going after Jimmy. Jimmy able to battle back here. And Senior Gun, who has had something of a real rivalry with Jimmy. These two have even met in singles action. And Jimmy has not managed to get the better of Senior Gun. All right, the Guns finally out of their entrance gear and ready to really start this matchup. Excuse me, that's Jey Uso in the ring. Cut me a break. They are twins. It's kind of hard to tell. Senior Gunn just ramming Jay in the corner. And now Senior Gunn stomping away on Jey Uso. And a Thesz press. Senior Gunn effectively ruling this matchup. Oh, but Jay with some offense. Senior recovers quickly, sending Jay reeling. Looks like Jimmy Uso might be trying to make his way over to help out his brother. He better do it quick, because this doesn't look good for Jay. Senior Gunn spearing Jey Uso through the barricade and then running through Jimmy Uso. Referees count up to 7. 9. Senior telling everybody it's over, and it is. Jay unable to beat the count. That's their 3rd victory over the Usos. Look at this again. Senior Gunn spearing Jey Uso right through the brick wall. And Jay just couldn't get his faculties about him in time. Did not make it in before the count of 10. And there you have it. The Guns are your winners. Now they can't they can't settle for a count-out victory if they get a title shot, but they've already proven they can beat the champs time and time again. All right, up now we have an elimination tag team match as the Horsemen, Pestilence and Famine take on the General and the Admiral. And here we go. Tag team action, elimination tag team action. And here we have 2 of the Horsemen making their way to the ring. Pestilence and Famine. And here come their opponents, the General and the Admiral. I don't think I need to tell you which is which. And here we go, starting things off. It looks like it will be Famine and the General starting this match. Look at the size. Oh, what a shot. The size difference here is just ridiculous. And a neck breaker on the General. Side Russian leg sweep there. And just a power slam. There is such a power differential here. It's almost not even fair. But the general able to fight back. He's not going to just lie down and take it. But again, Famine very quickly reasserting his dominance. But no, again, the general able to reverse out. And the general tags in the admiral. And now it's the admiral taking a neck breaker, back breaker combo. And a nice back elbow from Famine, excuse me. And now attacking the arm. And there's the shin breaker. Ooh. And the admiral battling back now. The admiral trying to mount some offense here. But it's Famine with the back body drop. Beautiful vertical suplex from Famine. A nice power throw there. It wasn't really even a slam. He picked him up and just threw him away. And now assaulting the ribs with that rib breaker. He's got him goozled, and a choke slam. Oh! The GTS followed up by the big kick. The admiral might be out. Famine doesn't seem to be done with him, though. Again, going back to those ribs. The admiral able to power out. Oh, and what an amazing feat of strength from the admiral, hitting that German suplex. And a little double team maneuver there. And now it's the general on Famine. It's so strange to see a man so big in trouble. But he doesn't stay in trouble long. And just hammering on the general. The general with a jawbreaker. And a nice back suplex. Fall away slam. Surprised the general didn't go flying out of the ring. And a sidewalk slam now. Really focusing on the back of the general. Oh, and there's I don't even know what the hell to call that, but he drove his face right into the floor of the ring there. And now a DDT. The general shoots him off over the top rope. Famine able to. And here comes the admiral now. Oh my. Famine went for that slingshot senton. The admiral had it scouted. He didn't fall for it. The admiral showing some impressive athleticism here, but he just gets run through there in the corner. Oh, and now repeated strikes from Famine. Famine sends the Admiral into the corner. Gets him perched there on the top rope. And now, oh, a sidewalk slam from the top rope. That's gotta hurt. Famine to the outside. Not sure if Famine has any idea what he actually wants to do here. He can't seem to make up his mind. Oh! Again, that slingshot. He barely got any of it on the Admiral himself. And the Admiral sends Famine into the corner now. Oh, but Famine not having it. Oh, the Admiral with a nice shot. And a DDT. The Admiral moved, avoided the axe handle. And the Admiral again able to avoid. And Famine sent to the outside. The Admiral on fire. This match is a lot more competitive than I was expecting. I really expected the Horsemen to just waltz through them. But that's not the case, as Famine is sent back inside the ring now, and a kick to the side of the head from the Admiral. Oh, and an impressive maneuver there as Famine trips up the Admiral. Oh, he's got him. And the choke slam. And the Admiral crawling for that tag, and Famine not allowing it. Famine sends the Admiral for the ride. And now, we've seen this before. This is their team maneuver. Just destroying the Admiral after all of that. But the Admiral still in this, able to catch and trip, and now he's got the single leg crab on Pestilence. But Pestilence is fresh. This is his first time in this matchup at all. But again, Admiral able to catch the leg, stay in this and avoid taking damage. The Admiral is just reversal after reversal, and a pop-up double knees to the face there. Nice snapmare. The Admiral manages to tag in the General. And now the General trying to get a jump on him, but to no avail. Oh, there's that green mist, the poison claw. Just clawing at the head of the General, and then takes him to the ground. Ooh, and there's the back elbow, and the General's bleeding. General just shoved to the ground there. And the knee to the face. Now that the General's bleeding, Pestilence seems to be focusing his entire offense on the head of the General. And I stomp to the skull. And now Pestilence just pounding away on the face of the General. But the General's not done yet. Nice uppercut. He's still in this fight. Oh, and the clothesline puts him back on his back. Oh, a kick to the head. The General not done yet, and wow, the General sends Pestilence to the floor. Pestilence was going for the tag there, but the Admiral ducked out of the ring, doesn't want to take the tag. Ooh, he's got him, and choke slam. Pestilence probably could have ended the match right there. Oh, he's going for it again. That poison claw again on the head of the General. And again, taking him to the floor. The General still has his wits about him, able to scoop the leg there. And then General with the elbow drop. Pestilence sending the General. The General able to catch himself on the ropes, and there brings him in the hard way. Arm drag takeover by the General. He is covered in blood, but he is still fighting. And now the General laying in some punches of his own onto Pestilence. Pestilence he was refusing to go down, but now he is down. And the Admiral sending Pestilence into the table on the outside. But that's not exactly, you're not going to overpower Pestilence. It's not going to happen. Sorry, guys. Oh, but the General with the Bulldog. Pestilence sends him into the corner. Oh, General able to avoid the double team, but not the big elbow or the clothesline to the outside. Pestilence striking a pose now for the enjoyment of the audience. Referees count up to 3. General's made it to his feet. And he's headed back in. Well, the referee needs to just get out of the way. Well, the General sending the Pestilence into the corner. And now we have a tag. Little double team maneuver from the General and the Admiral. Admiral going for the pin. Pestilence kicked out. Not even a 1 count. That's when you know you have not done enough damage, as Admiral stomps on the back of Pestilence's head. And Pestilence scoops the leg. And now Pestilence with a choke slam. Oh, they're going for it again. Look at him work over the body. Oh, the big boot. And then just crushing him in the corner. And now Famine, the legal man again. And the neck breaker from Famine. A nice arm drag takeover from the Admiral. Admiral with a Hurricane Rana. Famine fighting back, and a nice fireman's carry. And now we got some clubbing blows. And Famine's been busted open. Oh, he caught the leg. He's not done. It might have just made him mad. Oh, an impressive display of strength from the Admiral. Famine sends him out and brings him in the hard way. And another choke slam. I will say this much, it is impressive to see the General and the Admiral still going after all of this abuse. Just repeated slams. And another tag to Pestilence. And again, this double team maneuver. And again, the Admiral able to get some offense in ever so briefly, and crushed in the corner by Pestilence. Arm drag takeover from the Admiral. He's still in this fight. And a Russian leg sweep from the Admiral. Oh, and the big punch from the Admiral. Admiral going for the pin. One. And a kick out. A quick kick. Oh, Pestilence up. And Pestilence running through the Admiral now. Oh, and a big face buster. The Admiral is bleeding. Oh, he's got him. And there's the choke slam. Admiral back in the corner again, and Pestilence tagged back in. Excuse me, Famine tagged back in now. How on earth is Admiral still conscious? Yet alone able to deliver a jawbreaker. A nice uppercut there from the Admiral. And a kick out from Pestilence. Excuse me, Famine. Oh! And a pin attempt. And a kick out. And Admiral with the reverse DDT now. Oh. Famine able to block the punch there. He takes the Admiral up. Oh! And there's the GTS. And there's the big kick. Famine appears to be out of breath here. And a nice vertical suplex from Pestilence, excuse me, from Famine on the Admiral. Just the repeated manhandling. And a back suplex. Ooh. And another choke slam from Famine. Admiral in the corner again. And they're doing it again. God almighty. The Pestilence is actually going for a pin here. What the hell was that? He let the pin go. He's going back in now. 1, 2, 3. The Admiral is out of here. It's just the General left now. And Pestilence really having his way with him. Sends him to the outside. And strikes his pose for the crowd. Pestilence just circling, waiting for the General to make his way back into the ring. Referees count up to 4. And the General's back in the ring now. And Pestilence meets him. And there's that shin breaker. Pestilence stomping on the General now. Attacking the knee. Further damage done to the leg now. I really don't think Pestilence needs to do any more damage. General has taken so much abuse in this matchup. He could end this anytime he wanted to, but the General still trying to fight back. And the General sending Pestilence to the floor. Maybe the old man's still in this thing yet. And a neck breaker. And now the General working on the head and neck of Pestilence. And a back body drop. It just sends the General careening into the ring apron there. And again. Referee's count is at 7. Pestilence really needs to pay attention to the referee's count here. General back in the ring now. Oh my God! Slingshot famous, sir. He sends the General into the corner. Oh, this isn't going to be good for the General. And he's got it on that ring post assisted figure 4, just tearing at the ligaments in the knees. And Pestilence just rolls back in the ring. I don't think he'd care if he won by countout at this point. The General trying to crawl to his feet now. Referees count up to 4. The General is up. And he's in the ring. Oh, and a back body drop as the General ran in headlong. And a kick to the face. Oh, no, no, no. And now the Boston Crab. The Boston Crab. The General had no place to go. He had to tap out. What a matchup this was. Look at some highlights here. Choke slam. There's the GTS. Followed it up with this big kick to the head. But the Admiral would battle back. It would not be enough to put away Famine, though. The double team maneuvers over and over again. This was the first elimination as the Admiral was eliminated from the match. And of course, the general would be eliminated later. These horsemen seem to be unstoppable. Our main event will see the Ranger, who has been very impressive since debuting, taking on Officer Gestapo. And it is main event time. And here comes the Ranger. He's been very impressive since debuting. And tonight we're going to see how he matches up with Officer Gestapo. The Ranger is a fantastic submissionist. All his matches so far won by submission and won quickly. The crowd loving the Ranger. He looks to be ready to go. And here comes Officer Gestapo. Gestapo talking trash all the way down to the ring. Gestapo feeling confident. You can feel confident all you like, but I would advise you not to take the Ranger lightly. And here we go. And lock up early on. And the Ranger takes him down right into the Fujiwara armbar. And again, trying to end the match early. This seems to be his MO. Grab a hold and lock it on. And squeeze until they tap, but Gestapo able to escape that hold. But right back to the arm goes the Ranger now with the hammer lock. Can Gestapo escape this hold as well? No, Gestapo tapped out. This Ranger is insane how quickly he wins his matches. Absolute domination. We see here the hammer lock. When was the last time you heard somebody win a match with a hammer lock? But he got it locked in the middle of the ring. There was no getting away. Gestapo tapped. And there's your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Ranger. It's been a hell of a night, ladies and gentlemen. That is all the time we have for tonight. Be sure to join us next week on KKW